I told you about that man crush that I had last time, that Unkillable soldier guy.
Yeah.
And it sort of sent me down a rabbit hole. I fell in love with stories of crazy bastards from history. So I found this other dude called Aimo Koivunen.
Oh, I've heard of that guy.
The Finnish soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is out on patrol with a bunch of Finnish soldiers, small group, and they come upon a Soviet force way bigger than they are. They can't fight them, so they have to flee. As they're fleeing, they're skiing away through the snow, and the force is way bigger. Aimo is at the front, he's trailblazing, trying to break free from this group, but he can't go fast enough. If they get caught, they're going to be captured or killed or worse. So he needs to speed up. He doesn't know how. He's carrying the entire patrol's supply of Pervitin. Now, Pervitin was a German miracle drug that was used to keep soldiers awake during the war.
Meth.
It's otherwise known, as methamphetamine. And he decided, I mean, you might think, this wasn't just any normal meth, right? This was pharmaceutical grade, wartime human horsepower. Right, it was the most intense. So you might think tolerating the dose could be a good idea. There's a rumor that apparently it had melted in his pocket, but whatever he did, he took 30 people's worth. He took 30 soldiers worth of meth. The entire packet, just ate the entire packet.
Whoa.
Unsurprisingly, he manages to break away from the pursuing Soviets, and he leads his group away. So they chill out on the far side once they're finally free, and they notice that Aimo's behaving a little bit oddly, and he seems to be a danger to himself and to them, so they take his ammo out of his rifle, and they take his knife off him, and they're sort of putting stuff away in the pack. And they turn around, and he's gone. Like, fuck, where's Aimo gone? He skis for 63 miles on his own. Just skis away, doesn't really know what he's doing. He's in this sort of fever dream thing. Lays down, goes to sleep. Wakes up the next day. No idea where he is. Doesn't know where his group is. Doesn't know where the squadron is. Doesn't know where he is. Immediately sees a Soviet soldier over the far side. Raises his rifle. Click. Fuck, they took my ammo. Hurls the rifle at this Soviet soldier, and he explodes in a cloud of white dust. Turns out that it wasn't a Soviet soldier. It was a tree branch with snow on it, and that he's actually hallucinating. So he's in a full-on fever dream now.
Whoa.
Imagine this Soviet soldier throws the gun at him, he explodes. He's like, fuck, okay, I need to find my squadron. How am I going to get back to them? So he decides to just try and navigate around for a couple of hours, and he sees them over the far side. He sees a fire, and he sees his group over the far side. It's way far away, so he skis for another 2 hours. Turns out that it wasn't his squadron, it was more Soviet soldiers. So he just skis straight through the middle of the camp. All of these guys immediately chase after him, but there's no chat. Like, he's the fucking LeBron James of meth, right? You're not... You're not catching this guy. So he goes straight through. Again, second night, finds a hut, finds a wooden cabin in the middle of the snow, decides to set a fire, but he doesn't set it in the fireplace. Sets it in the middle of the wooden hut. And throughout the night, he sort of shuffles himself further and further away. For some reason, his back's getting a little bit warm, and he keeps on sort of shuffling himself further and further away. He wakes up the next morning on the outside of the hut, and it's completely burned down. So he's burned the only structure that was going to give him any safety. He's managed to burn it to the ground. And as he wakes up, again, sort of may have noticed that this is a recurring theme, a wolverine attacks him. 65-pound wolverine, fucking fangs, yellow eyes, attacks him. So Aimo uses his knife, kills this wolverine, fight to the death, kills it. But then he realizes, I don't have a knife because my soldiers took it from me. It was his compass, which was the only thing he could use to navigate himself. He'd smashed his compass to bits, and then he looks down, and it wasn't a wolverine, it was a tree log. So he smashed his compass on a tree log, thinking it was a 65-pound wolverine. He's still just deep in the hole. Continues to ski around. He's trying to find someone, trying to find any way marker that he can. Now, with no way to navigate, he's got no compass, he's got no weapon. I mean, the rifle that's got no ammunition in it. And he finds a Soviet forward operating base. But you'll know this, a lot of the time when armies left these behind, they booby-trapped the fuck out of them. They booby-trapped everything. So he walks onto the middle of the forward operating base, immediately gets exploded by a landmine, foot gets blown. So he's laid there in the snow, kind of waiting to die, and one day later, he's not dead. So he's like, well, fuck it, I might as well try and get into the forward operating base. Gets up, continues to go forward, opens the door to the forward...
He has no foot?
It's damaged. It's severely damaged. gets toward the front of the operating base, opens the door. There's another booby trap there that explodes him and the door like 20 yards backward. He just lays there in the snow waiting to die. He lays there for about 5 or 6 days waiting to die. And he's melting snow in a little tin can thing, like melting it so that he can drink a little bit of water. He's got this door on him. He thinks, well, someone's going to find me. It's going to be the Soviets. They're going to kill me or I'm just going to die. So he waits. Death doesn't come. 3 Finnish soldiers come upon him of all of the different nationalities, of all of the different people. 3 Finnish soldiers come upon him and he thinks, finally, after all of this time, after being confused, after getting lost, I'm going to be saved. They say, it's okay, we can take you back. We can save you and take you back. And the front guy of the 3 Finns steps on a landmine, blows himself up. And the other 2 are like, hey man, there's kind of a priority list here and you're at the bottom and he's at the top. So we're going to take him back, but just hold on for another couple of days. We'll come back and we'll save you. They go away and he just thinks, they're not going to find me again. They're going to forget. They're not going to be able to come back. Someone's going to kill me before they do, or I'm going to die or whatever. But they do. They manage to come back. They manage to get him and they take him back to the medical bay. 14 days was how long he'd been traveling around. He'd moved 250 miles in this time. His resting heart rate was 200 beats per minute. And he weighed 98 pounds. He'd survived this entire time on meth, water that he'd melted down into a tin cup, a couple of pine nut things that he'd melted too, and a single Siberian jay that he beat to death with his ski pole and just ate raw. And he lived until he was in his 70s, died in like 1989, and just lived a great life. I fucking love that story, dude. This meth-fueled Finnish maniac just like skiing through everything, setting shit on fire, hallucinating, getting blown up twice. Survived it. Meth's a hell of a drug.